Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you? Welcome. Hi to you also. Let me send you heart. Hello. How are we doing? Thank you for coming by. If you can stay with me, please press follow. And I will go back and follow you also. Just want to welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Quaitron, hello to you too. From Vietnam? I know the Tran last name is similar to Vietnamese last name. Are you? And Chuan. Did I say it right? I'm sorry, Shawan. Welcome. Hey, say hi to you too. It's knife. I know. I had something like these, like that, like these. Chisel, more chisel, and yes, tool. I'm gonna do some surgery today. And then it's more chisel. Okay. Oh, what happened to all my carving knife? Like, what happened to it? I should have more than this. Hello. Come in. I hope people are not messing around with my carving knife. Dengue, I'm sorry. These are my carving knife. Okay, fruit carving knife. I used to have more than this. I'm not sure what happened to it. I have a few of these and people are playing with my carving knife. For real. Well, if you're in America, happy Halloweens. Oh yeah, we got some candies. We didn't trick or treat last night because I was so busy I forgot all about it. So it was I talk about it and I forgot. Hello Cici, hola, ¿cómo está, my friend? How are you, beautiful girl? Chef Ocean, hi. Yesterday I was talking about persimmon. I know that it's not American favorite persimmon. So there's two kinds. Well, there are a few kinds of persimmon. So what I have with me is just these here. Okay, look at that. Are they beautiful? They are beautiful. Exactly. Okay, let me pull some of my old we call it my old recipe. I did this for so long I have to pull up my own video because the carving style was a little bit complicated, so I just remember the basic. Oh shoot, I have to connect I have to connect the outlet first. Sorry about that. I should remember off my head all the carving style because I create them, so I should be able to remember it. But then it's been a while, so I save everything onto my external because I have like only about 1 million videos, so I have to save all this in case somebody telling me that is that your videos or is that original? Show us the original. Something happened, but let me pull up. Anyway, I remember a few in my head. I want to do a pretty one for you, so I have to dig deep into my own recipe. Okay, so who like persimmon? One of my American friends said, "Yeah, we don't like persimmon because persimmon are for horse." Well, if it's good for horse, it is good for me also, so I'm not going to worry about that, right? So first we have to select like a healthy looking persimmon, okay? Make sure that it's still crunchy, right? Welcome all of you. Send love, send subscriptions, send the thumb up. Come on, your thumb are not sore. I know that for sure. So if your thumb is on vacation, go ahead and click like, click subscribe, click share. If it's not, then well, sometimes you use the middle finger, the baby finger don't get used too much. So she's like just good for ring only. Okay, it's not good for pressing. Hold on, you can do. But you don't have problem with this middle finger or that finger or this finger. But this finger, for some reason, she's not good use. Only for rings. Okay, so anyway, so my friend Lucy, she loved the way I cook food and she loved the way I make food. So when I told her that, she went to the Mexican grocery store. She told me, "Well, no, she's Vietnamese, so she had Vietnamese accent. Well, let me try to imitate her." She said that you like. she tried to explain to me that these need to be ripened, so it's not soft. That these need to be ripened. They said it was effective if you poke a hole, and it helped it helped this fruit to get ripened, or you put in the freezer and let it frozen, and once you thawed it's ripened. Don't do that. Do the natural ripening way. Let it sit at temperature. But because this already got hole, and if I don't seal it, fruit flies gonna be born out of these. So anything that had hole, because this thing came with disease, came with flies. No, flies, not fry, flies. Okay, it fly around this fruit. If you see that, come on, folks. We need more like. Oh, well, thank you, Cece. I know you. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate that. I know I'm not one of those channels with flooded with people who supporting, but then one day when I reach my millions, perhaps I would get more people to come on here and be cheerful. I'm building it. I just started, so I gathered as many, and those who come on here to give me the support, I always thank you from the bottom of my heart and truly appreciate that. Okay. It's nothing more delight than have somebody who giving support and the loving. Okay, and Cece, she happened to be one of those wonderful person that help with my sweetheart channels, and she's help with inviting and invite yourself, help yourself, connect yourself with other people. I'm not one of those people keeping each other from refrain each other from being around each other. Okay, my channel, though my channel is small, but I'm always be joyful to see other people connected to each other, especially if you are content creators. Mostly that we need to support each other. Okay, because if you don't, then our channel is not going to grow as much. I mean, you have to have to get your community involvement. They said that it take the whole village to raise a child. It take the whole universe to to help the content creator reach certain goal. I mean, I started not long ago, but then it's another thing that we do for each other is to I'm not gonna look for it. I'm gonna create what I can remember. Okay. So Cece, thank you for being my moderator. I appreciate that. Look at her. She's all like cheering. Thank you. Cece. Hug, girl. Hug. Love you for being such a wonderful person. Always being supportive, always being loving. I really appreciate that. Okay. Just want to welcome all of you. And Cece, she volunteered herself. Look at her. She See, you better move over here, girl, so that way I can give you a hug. Or I'll email you a hug right now. Go send you a kiss and hug you. Such a sweetheart. Okay, I can't imagine if we have more people like Cece. You know, I mean, all of us can help each other. Okay, just be loving. Just remember that this earth are not designed for us to be here forever. Okay, we have certain time frame that we are here. So while we're here, do it right. Okay, do it in a loving way. If anything that you can do, maybe just a little just like CC jumping on here and become my moderators and help inviting, and she's doing that for one of the like really like a huge content creator. Every time he's on it, we're like thousands of people flooded to his channels, and I'm like, I'm counting 1, 2, 3. I'm like, one of these days, you know. And yes, and thank you, Cece. You're such a sweetheart, girl. I don't know you. Like I said, if this world have more people like you, we would be like in a state of paradise, you know, because we need that, you know, especially for content creator. We need all the support we can get from all of you, from all the viewers, you know. I mean, I have enough of followers, I have enough subscribers, but it'd be good to have more subscribers and more like and more love and everything, you know what I mean? It come all along. And oh, thank you, Cece. You know, isn't that wonderful? Is that internet will be able to like connect people that you never met in your life, and they come into your life and be such loving, you know. First of all, I'm thankful. I don't know about you. I'm really thankful for internet. You know, I mean, whoever invented, I hope that she will go direct to heaven, because it's just amazing how internet can change life and change civilization. And it's a blessing. Okay, just remember, I mentioned the other day that everything that's given to us, we can do it, turn it into a blessing, or we turn it into a curse. That depends on how we put things and in perspective, how we utilize it, whether we use it into the benefit of the world, benefit of the family, benefit of yourself or not. And just do it. Okay, so to carve, we have to get rid of the rinds of or the skin. So we, if you have these peelers, then go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do a few, okay? So that way we can start. Like I did with the pumpkin, I did the kabocha pumpkin. We can do it on squash. We can do it on mangoes. We can do it on perhaps on watermelons and melons. Okay, I mean anything that you desire, you can carve just about anything. And there is an ice carver, and I mean that's like true professional. Thank you, Charlie's welcome. Cece, thank you, sweetheart. You, man, I don't know what I do to deserve you. I just met her online, and she came on and be such a sweetheart. See, some just like that is what turn the world and make the world go around and feel the love on the internet. You know, I mean, oftentimes I get people who come on here to be nothing but criticism and say, that's not the way you make food. We don't eat it that way. It's fine. Just be respectful. You know what I mean? We came from different part of the world where food and where cultures are being practiced differently. If we are the same, then we won't be 12 tribes of Israel from the first start. Okay, that's why we have different tribes. Because we're all different. We speak different language. We have different skin color, different eyes colors. We have different food. We have different practices. We have different of everything. Imagine if we're all the same, we'd be looking like just like sand on the beach. You know, there was no special piece of sand that's different. But then when you have like the sand glass and that overtime with the tide, with the wave, with the little knocking, with little polish from the sea, from the ocean, from the sand, and it be like little sparkle and make a big difference. We all like that. You know how you shine? Okay, how you shine is not it. First of all, you can be like people in Hollywood that like, you know, they in front of camera 24/7. They can't even have their normal life because they so shine, or everywhere they go they be like center of attention in the public eye, and people will always want to hug them to get their signature or their autograph or their photo and their selfie, whatever it is. Okay, so those are great. Those are Hollywood shine. But then you have people who shine just through love, just through be kind, just through be benevolent, just be the person that God intended to put him here on earth to be, you know, to be loving. If a mother who, even the women or men who have kids, okay, and I'm sure that they're all good people, because if they are able to raise the kids right, okay, not cheat of their life, not cheat of themselves, and then we're all good. Sometimes we just don't give that same love and same respect to the community. That is fine, you know. I mean, as long as you love your family, love those who are close to you, love those who are immediate, and take care of those who are immediate, then you're good. But sometimes you go through an extra mile to do nice thing for other people. You know how important that is. What kind of influence that will be, you know. I mean, it's just a simple gesture that we do for each other. That's what make things so beautiful. Okay, so today I just want to welcome all of you. Okay, for it's so important that we thank you. I just love that, CC. You deserve a free cruising right now with the way you are. Okay, some people are just from another planet. Just happen to land the wrong planet and just be extra nice, extra beautiful. You know, this one right here look almost like pumpkin. It had crease in between. It had full crease. So that's why I said persimmon is it came a different size, different style, and different species. Okay, so overall, I haven't done study with how many species there are, as far as I'm concerned, that I know off the top of my head, and there are at least 3 that I have encountered so far. I'm sure that if I Google right now, it'll tell me there'll be so many species. Okay, some that are grown in Asia, like in China, or in China, or in Japan, but these are not widely grown in Asia, and I don't know why, because it can be so expensive. When I visited in Cambodia and in Thailand, it was not in season, but then I think they must be imported, so they're a little bit expensive. So just talking about fruit, it's tropical fruit. I went to Thailand and Cambodia. We had durian, mangosteen, rambutan, lychee, and longan, and all that. Went on and on and star fruit and all that. So then what more expensive than durian are the apples and grapes, because those fruit are not native. It's imported, so it's expensive. So my family wanted to impress me, so they went to the market and brought grapes and apples, and I said, what is this for? Oh, because you came from America, we wanted to buy all these for you because you get used to eat all this. No, I'm used to all this, but I don't want this. I want some tropical fruit right now. Get me some rambutan, some mangosteen, some apple sugars. You know, I mean, apple sugar apple. I'm sorry, I speak backward. I don't know why. I do, because Cambodian, we speak backwards. So sometimes I'm inadvertently not realizing that I'm speaking Cambodian. I'm speaking Cambodian because Cambodians read backward, not backward. I mean the sentence construction back contrary to American language. So that's why sometimes you see me speaking like I'm dyslexic. I'm not dyslexic, it's just that sometimes I forgot to convert it. I forgot to convert it Cambodian, English to Cambodian or Cambodian to English. So it's, and I never gotten people to criticize me for that. So I guess they must not catch it, okay? Or even they catch it, they're like, whatever. You know what I mean? They just try to be nice. But if you catch me speaking backward, that's because my brain is working too slow. It didn't translate it, the content or the context to American, to English language. Some people ask me, because you speak 4 or 5 languages, Vana, how did you ever get confused and and get them mixed up? No. Very few times where I will accidentally or inadvertently say something in another language and I caught myself right away. I said, oops. Like in the middle of my translation, all of a sudden I'm speaking another language. I said, oops. But very rare that happened though. Okay, so so I have about 7 of these. Okay, so we're gonna try different styles. So I'm not trying to be on here, keeping on here either. But if you're interested, you want to learn how to carve different floral style, then you're welcome to stick around with me. It's something that you can perhaps, you know, try this at home. Maybe you learn to like persimmon a little bit. So go back to the persimmon, the quality and all the nutritional value of the persimmon. I know that it had vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B, and all the nutrients that we need, especially the beta carotene, because it's a yellow color, so it almost have the same quality as carrots. Okay, it might be good for the eye, might be good for the skin, might be good for learning a new language. I'm just kidding. Okay, all right, so people ask me why do I have so many tools today. So that's the reason. The tool is to help me navigate through these beautiful fruits here. And people said that I didn't know this is edible. It is edible. I mentioned this probably last year when I carved this. I think I did it on I don't think I went on live. I think I have pre-recorded video. So with the pre-recorded video, I make everything look so pretty, you know, because I got a chance to like edit it out and minimize and do all the wonderful stuff to like for impress. But when I'm doing live, what I make mistake, then I can undo, or I can say like, oop, I'm sorry about that. You know, but happy Saturday, happy weekend. And if you're in America, you know that last night was a fun night for kids. They went out and in different costumes and asking for candy. So I happened to grab a few. Actually, our neighbors are really good people. They came in a knocked on the door this morning and brought a whole bag of candy on the other house, my daughter's house, and because they know that we have little children, small children at home. But then my kid already have like 5, 6, or even 10 pounds of candies that they gather already. The Cami creators, welcome. You sound Cambodian, are you? Cami creators. Yes, enjoy. Thank you, Cece. I appreciate you. So much love. Enjoy your dinner, okay? Have a blessed night. With love. All right, let's go do what we're here to do, okay? Enjoy. Eat for me too, okay? Bring some home. Email it. And I'll email you the same here. Okay, so to do this, okay, you will need some carving knife. If you don't have the fancy one, just grab one with like a pointy. We need it, okay? We need something pointy, okay? And these are our main character would be all these fruit here. It looks so good. I'm gonna start eating meat in a minute. I have some banana here, so maybe I have bananas. and I'll eat the persimmon when it's done. Okay. Oh. If you have time, you can carve the banana too. Huh? Okay. My bad. Someone recommended me the other day that I was eating my, I was eating my lunch, and he said, "Do not talk with your mouth full." I got it. My apology. You know, being chef, we eat all the time. We sample, and sometimes we keep sampling it until like we've turned blue. There's some happy chef, you know, the happy chef, how happy chef look like. He just look happy, extra happy. Okay, so I'm not sure because some of my carving knives are missing. So when I went to Thailand, I went to like gather some of these food covers, but for some reason there's a few missing. That's not cool. Okay, I know I have more than that. I have at least 10 pieces, but then, dinky. I hope my mom not trying to hide from me. So it's dangerous to have too many knives. I'm a chef. I should have like 1,000 knives around with me. Okay, so let's start our carving. Okay, we need something. So this is the bottom of the persimmon. Okay, the bottom. This is the top, and this is where the fruit coming from, hanging like that. So this is the part here. So I remove this part here, the middle section here. Okay. Thank you, Cece. Thank you for that. That's a beautiful compliment. I appreciate that. Enjoy your dinner, love. Okay. Okay, to do this, I wanted to clean up the surface that we're gonna start our design. Okay, so we need to divide everything into 4 corners. So we're gonna start right in the middle. Okay, right in the middle here. We're gonna press it gently. Don't press too hard and cut it off. Okay, and we're gonna make 4 even division. If it's not even, then oh well. Aku nama. Oop. I can't say that. I will violate the copyright. Just no worry. Okay. So there you go. I have 4 corners. All right. So if I wanted a big big petals, so these we could do what do you call it? We could do lattice flowers, had 4 petals, or we could do the Cambodian flowers that has only 4 petals also. Okay, so we can start with a small incision. We could do a little diamond here. Okay. Enough light? Hold on. I'm not sure. Let me know if you can't see, okay? So we can do a little diamond shape. We only need to do 2 cuts because we already had the other cuts already. So remember, we have the 4 square. We make the 4 cut in the center, and now we just need to do 4 more cuts. So now you have a little design already. Now what we need to do is to go in between here that we just had that cut, just to make a little more dent, just to give a 3D pop up. Okay, this one is a little bit different. Why food carving? You know, I came from a very traditional family also. My grandparents are very cultural oriented, and no, we're not related to the king. We're not related to anybody in that manner. But then in the olden day, I think people take more pride into their food, so they would have the food carved in like a beautiful design, you know. So there. So we go ahead and remove those with the. It's not all even, but no worry. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to learn. Okay. So now you have like an inner flowers already. So the idea is to make the dent, to create that dent, so that way it'll give us a way to pluck out the extra skin around it. Okay, so I can't believe that some of my carving knives are missing. I waited this for a few days because I was looking for my carving knife. So carving knife, carving vegetable or fruit is just like doing crochet, because it just takes a good amount of energy, you know. And yeah, welcome. If you're just dropping by, I'm just doing my food carving, okay? This pick up your favorite persimmon, if you like persimmon like I do, you know. And then when I finish carving, it'd be so pretty, and I don't want to eat it anymore. I just want to save it until it turned rotten. Last time when I carved it, it was so pretty that my kid don't want to eat it because the mom is so pretty. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to ruin it. So yes, you can ruin it. It's okay. You can ruin it. Okay, so gotta eat it while it's fresh. One is carved and in the fridge, it's only gonna last like 2 days the most. Okay. So after 2 days, then it's no good. I mean, anything that after 2 days, I wouldn't recommend it unless it's in the freezer. Okay. So persimmon would be like one of my favorite fruit because it's just so easy and it's little. Okay, so there you go. We have that square away. Now we're gonna go do another petals, which is, so we have we can do the opposite, or we can do the same. Now we can do, actually we can do 8 flowers, 8 petals. Okay. Or we can do 4 petals, the original. But it'll be too big, so we can do this is the original 4 cut. Okay. Why did my knife is so dull already? I only used a couple times. I hope my grandkid, no, my grandkid can't be. No one else using my knife. Okay, so the next one we can do smaller petals. Okay. I mean, food carving is not as popular as in olden day anymore. where people said we don't have time for that. But I think the people in the olden days, especially from the Asian country, the Asian nation, where food carving was like a big deal, especially from the upper class family, where they would train their daughter to have these carving skill, because they believe that when she married the daughter off to the rich family, and that she would have all this beautiful skill to serve her family, the in-law. Okay, so I divided into, so I'm gonna go ahead and create petals, okay? So well, I'm glad that I'm not in that era where women have to have all this kind of cooking skill to be married off to a prominent family, you know. I think having this beautiful skill, whether they were saying that for women to have beautiful cooking skill that allow her to be more alert, more beautiful, is that will uplift the family, by her skill, that she be able to find rich husband and be able to impress the in-law with her cooking skill, and when the food are served on the table, and that it'll show all this beautiful floral design. I'm like, okay, gotcha. I didn't have the even petal, but it's all right. But I wanted to grab the idea how you can do this. So what I did is that I went ahead and marked the floral design here, the petals, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 petals. I should have 8. And, I'm disappointed because I'm not sure what happened to all my carving knife. So that's what I do right now. Just go between, because I did mark the design already. So I went ahead and like work around it. The goal is to make that little incision, to remove partial of the fruit, to allow it to have that dent look. So see that? So now it already has these beautiful petals. Okay, so carving is not like, it's not like you can rush, okay, unless you're professional and you can go ahead and rush with it, okay? It's supposed to be like an easy going, happy day. And that's what people told me, man, I don't have the kind of patience you do. I got it, I understand, no worry. It'll come one day when you meet that rich husband and want you to make some pretty food. But if he is a rich boy, then he probably won't have you cook. He probably wanted to take you out to eat every day. And so you can start seeing that there's a CD pop out. I mean 3D popping out already, right? So we have these beautiful petals here. So yeah. So I have 2 petals. They're uneven, so I'm not sure why, because I think I'm uneven. I'm messed up. But it don't matter, okay? I mean, some flowers the same way. Some of them had uneven petals. You know, nature don't make everything perfect. Neither the food cover. Okay, so we just play around with it, okay? Because we're not quite done yet. It's gonna be a while before I get everything squared away. So now you see that I have 2 petals that popping out like really, really nice. Okay. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, just enjoy yourself, okay? I'm just doing food carving because it's such a beautiful Saturday evening. I have nowhere to go, so I just have this persimmon that I need to eat. So in order to enjoy it, I have to make it look pretty. Yes. Last time when I had a tray full of it, um, I have these. I done this before. There's some old video of it. I think I had it from last year. I did an amazing job. I had like a tray full of carved persimmon. It took me a few hours to carve all that beautiful fruit. Okay, but I just want to do a few samples for you, just in case you want to try it. Okay. And yes, you would need some good carving knife. And you, of course, you don't have to go to Thailand or Cambodia to get carving knife. You can go online and order these, okay? But these are 2. But then it's not sharp. That's why it's not working effectively for me. So I needed something sharp. I probably need to sharpen the knife before I started the show. Yeah. I know I got burned the other day. I steamed something, then yeah, it looked ugly right now. It hurt a little bit. So when you have carving knife, it helps to navigate around like the edges area, you know, like this one. I don't like this one. This one suck. It doesn't, I have favorite one, but for some reason, I think I may have, I thought I have on my carving knife, but then I left it outside so long and I didn't even pay attention to it. And somebody might have grabbed my carving knife because it looked like pocket knife, you know. But then you can order online, just Google where to order carving knife, and or I think they have it at the cooking store, or even cooking supply store. You can get them. Even you can get them from regular department store. Okay, but to get like a really different shape and size, and like these have chisel, and this you have to get it from the country that really doing all this carving. Okay, so we just doing for fun, but those people, they do for a living. So imagine that they cook for like a really prominent restaurants, and they need all this carving, fruit carving, vegetable carving. They're like serious business. We are not serious. We're just here having fun. I don't care about any, I don't want to be serious. I don't want to get too, I don't want to get old fast of being too serious. People said that, well, you know, you live longer when you're not serious. And I got it. You know, I want to live as long as my health is healthy, okay? If we're healthy, we can live as long. So this here we have, I think I count earlier, I had 7 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I have 8. I miscount. How about that? So the petals coming out is not even. I got to do it better. Maybe I need more light. I don't know. Not sure if you can see good. But anyway, so I got the center petals, and then I have created a few more petals, which I need to get it done. So you have to carve out the surrounded flesh. That way, allow this 3D to pop out. Okay, just like I did. So all I do is just like carve around it. That's why we call carving, because we have to carve it to get the 3D effect look. Okay, don't worry about perfection. It'll come when it's use of practice. Even I carve this so many times, I still don't get it right sometimes. When I was in Thailand, I think I told you guys that I used to hide the fruit because we didn't have enough fruit in the camp. Well, we don't have enough. Well, we never got fruit at the camp anyway. So we always. So when I attended the cooking class, I always be hiding food to bring home or eat it because we didn't have enough food in the camp. So I used to do that. Now that I thought about it, I said, I was being a little thief. When we're hungry, okay? I mean, when we're hungry, when we are hungry, we've forgotten the moral aspect of it. Okay, when we starve, okay, we don't worry about getting arrested or being in jail or being caught, being prosecuted. We just want to have some food. So everything I do, it reflects back to my refugee experience, Okay, so I don't know. I got small petal, I got big petals, so it's not even. So I need to really look at it even further. I mean, even closer. Okay. Because and when I got caught hiding the fruit that I was supposed to be carving, and my teacher came over and saw that I hide the food, and she just said, "It's okay, I'll give you more." I think she understood that I was hungry. Being in a refugee camp for 5 years, what do you expect? And the camp food was, were fresh. I mentioned that already. Okay, I mean, I have a lot to be thankful, but then there was so many bad memories that come with that. Just traumatic memory. Being a child growing up in refugee camp for that many years, believe it or not, it affects as physically, mentally, emotionally. Okay, I mean, just like what happened to the Jewish people, what happened to Black people during slavery. We went through a little bit of a traumatic experience. Okay, so now you start to see the 3D image popped up because it needed to carve out some of the related, the connective tissue here. We just carve it off. Okay, and if you don't like persimmon, it's okay. Okay, I'm just saying that persimmon is not only delicious, it's nutritional too. And I think I mentioned already that the Indians or the cowboy feed it to the horse. It's like, oh yeah, look at the horse, how strong the horse is. Imagine that we eat this and make us strong. Okay, I would say so. I think I told a story already, right? When I first came to America, I used to drive by this rich man home, and he had this beautiful home, the cottage look home, and his front yard and back, his side yard is full of persimmon, but he never pick them. I just remember that when the winter come and all the leaves of persimmon fall off, and all you see was just like this beautiful ripened persimmon that's not being eaten. There's like he had at least 10 to 20 tree in the front yard, in the backyard, and I mean surrounded his house. He make fence out of it. So so as year go by and the people realize that, you know, that this man has beautiful fruits and he never pick them, and then somebody was was brave enough to go ask the man, hey, can we have some fruits, and maybe you want to sell fruit to us. And then first he said, so he started selling by the bucket, you know, like here $2 for the bucket, for the big drum like this, here $2 for the drum. First he said, oh yeah, pick what you want, pick what you like. And then the community heard about it, and then he was flooded with people who wanted a persimmon from his tree. So so he so then when he visited the grocery store, noticed that persimmon are being sold at the market stall. So he said, oh, okay. So it got him the ideas of, okay, he can sell the persimmon. So after he said, no, I'll sell it for $3 for bucket or what have you. And then he started with low once he know that people like persimmons are really like expensive fruit. So he started to raise his price. When I left Stockton in 1996, he sell it for a dime each. So he started to make good money out of his persimmon. Finally, you know, I said, this man finally learned some wisdom, because what I learned about American is that they're good about growing lemons and all that in the backyard, or orange and what have you. Not banana. They don't grow bananas hardly. So I remember that the fruit just fall off will be like all over the ground and not being eaten. You know, it's like, why? You know, I mean, so in Cambodia, we only have like edible fruit and vegetable on the in a public area, because in America it's considered impolite to eat the fruit and toss the seed to the side of the road, right? So Cambodian are just like birds. When we eat a fruit and vegetable with seed, we just toss it onto the ground. And then what happened? The seed grow. And then the earth is replenished with all the beautiful fruits. And that's why you have fruits and vegetables grow in public places, are free for people to consume. Okay. So there we go. So we have the popped up of the petals. Okay, so now you see a beautiful design. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more detail onto the petal. So I'm gonna like pierce in between to give a more character of the petals. So we wanted to create like that a little center, like the leaf that had a little center. What you call it? What you call it? Fiber. This one is no good. I'm sorry. I'm gonna toss that out soon because it's not even cut. It's not even good. So just go right in between the petal here, okay? So to give that a little divisional, give it like extra patterns to refine the pattern. It's good to eat already. It smells so good. Just want to welcome all of you. If you just arrive, I want to welcome you. I'm doing I'm carving the persimmon, okay? If you like persimmon like I do, and this is the pretty way to eat your persimmon. You said, who cares? Just all gonna go in the same way. It does. Why bother? I know. I got you. Just like anything else, why bother? You know. But I like to bother. That's why I'm doing this. I like that little bother. Because it's creative. Okay. It's just so. It's a fun fact. And there you go. So it gave like a little. It gave a nicer character. Yeah. And then in the center, I can create a little. I use a chisel. You know, one day maybe we can get like a block of cheese and carve it. What do you think? You know, that would be interesting, huh? Carve the cheese. Okay, so with the chisel, allow me to like go into the fine detail, you know. There you go. So I'm done with one. So on this end here, I'll just leave it alone, okay? We don't have to do much to it. This is done. I got one design done. Okay. It's not too impressive, but if you're a beginner, it's so simple to do. Yeah. Okay. You don't have to be professional. Just be creative. That's all. All you need is just some fruits and a small knife. Okay. Like that. Or like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. I used to have more. I'm not sure what happened to it. I gotta go home on the other house and find out what happened to my knife. Okay, so oops. Well, I'm putting it on my computer for. Yeah. We got one done. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, let me wrap and put in the fridge to keep it fresh. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a few out that I'm gonna work on and keep the rest in the fridge to keep it fresh. There you go. So this one is interesting because it's already like, it has the little, it's already had like 4 petals already. See that? Okay, because this one came like that. It's it had the little crease already, so it's so unique already. So this one look almost like pumpkins or squash. Yeah. So these are very basic, okay, nothing complicated, and not like do roses and stuff like that. The easier for beginner is to do the lattice flowers, which is only have 4 petals. So this one's already had like a lot of flowers design already. Okay, so let's go create some little detail in the middle here. Okay, we can certainly do that. We can divide this. We already have it's already a marker here, so you know that this mark here. So because so there we go, we already have the marker. So we just define it. What you hear is the Buddhist chanting man of this house is he's a Buddhist, not the monk, the Buddhism. He's a Buddhist, so he has chanting on 24/7 to to feel the spiritual connection. Okay, so all right, let's do some refine on this. This we only gonna do 4 petals. I think it will be pretty. Because we're just gonna go ahead and start from the top here. See how easy that is, okay? It's no hassle at all. The fruits is already beautiful. Some of them is already give away that shape already. But this is so make it a fun project, okay? No seriousness, honestly. So then just mark, pencil it. And please don't worry about perfecting it, because I'm not. There you go. Okay. Now the best is to like you can pick on both sides off, or you can do one side off, and depend if you can get it, you can, and you can pick both sides to allow it to have the 3D pop out. Okay, to do the 3D pop up, we need to create a little space between the petals, like that. See, once we carve a little out, the little flesh out, it has started to pop out and create a 3D effect. I'm sorry. I want to welcome all of you. I'm carving the persimmon today. If you just got here, I'm doing some fun project today. Okay. Oh, just want to share with you that I finished the baby blanket already. Okay. So the blanket is done. So I'm gonna start doing. So what I'm gonna do next is to do the granny square beanies, because my daughter was telling me that I needed to make some granny square beanie, because that's like the hottest thing in the market right now. People like enjoy it, you know, like people really love the granny square beanie. So that would be like a very basic beanies that I think is probably the easier beanie of all, because I make I always make really nice beanie. That granny square beanie will be very easy. So I'm just gonna come back on here another time, probably another day, and show you how to make granny square beanies. Maybe you can make to sell it. I used to do that, but I'm not sure if I can hit the market again. You know, I mean, I used to, because I just finished the baby blanket. That was take me a few days. I mean, not a few days, a few weeks, because I didn't have all the time to do it. So I just work on it before bedtime until I get tired, and then I sleep with it. Sometimes I just fall asleep with the yarn on me. So that's the kind of addiction, because people say people are addicted to crocheting. So I never understand why. Okay, so there you go. So this is the you can do lettuce flowers or you can do rumdul. Okay, rumdul is the Cambodian 4-petal flowers, and this is the color of a rumdul flower too. Okay, so it's really really pretty. So if you can do rumdul, we're gonna leave the rest of design out because the rumdul flowers only have 4 petals, so nothing else, no fancy thing about it. So we can go ahead and separate more, make it more stand out. If you can do rumdul flowers, only have 4 petals. Okay. Or similar to lettuce flower, lettuce flowers only have 4 petals also, so it's pretty easy. See that? So you see that it's like I'm telling you, it's no, it's too easy, simple. Yeah. So it's so much fun. It's a lot of fun to do this. Okay. Because I needed to wet this a little bit. Got them do or lettuce flowers. Easier, okay? The complicated one probably do the rose. I have never tried the rose before. The rose probably more complicated to do. I should learn how to do the roses. Okay. So same thing, we can create the little, I think Garden Doll has the little, it's already looking pretty. I'm not going to do anything more. I'm just going to leave as is. It's already pretty. Looking for my chisel. So see, when you have the right tool, it's easier to do any kind of carving. Okay, the impediment would be you don't have the tool and you want to carve and you don't have a tool. Just go online and order these, okay? You would like it because it's so much fun to do this, okay? Let me get some water on it. Because it's out in the air too long, it get dry. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. Nothing fancy today. See? Already done. Very basic. Okay. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and let me fix my hairband. too fresh in it because I peeled it earlier. Okay. So I'm going to keep this in the fridge to keep it fresh and crunchy. You know, so we have 2 done so far. We see that? You want to try? It's easy. I see. I didn't do anything that is beyond descriptions. Okay, it's very basic. Right. So we can start with this one. I'm put the rest in the fridge to keep it nice and cool and fresh. Okay, because some like it mushy, but if you want a mushy one, you have to leave it in the room temperature for it to get ripened. But I like mine crunchy, so that's why I put it in the fridge, keep it more crispy. Okay, this one I think we're gonna do something a little different, probably more busier design. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start it off for quarter. Yeah. So somewhere in between there, okay? It doesn't have to be, well, try to be even as much as possible. But if it's not, no worry. Okay, with this one, we're gonna do 8 already. Okay, so first we start with half and then quarter, and then we're gonna do the octagon, which is the 8. And this is what you call it. Okay. So it'll be the 8 mark. Okay. With that, we're gonna go ahead and start our inner petals, which is, or I need something round, but since I couldn't do, I'm gonna try to make it round. Well, I can do the chisel and make a mark. I'll do the eggplant shape for the inner petal. I'd like to welcome you. If you're just coming on here, I'm carving the persimmon today, okay? Just something fun because it's Saturday, nothing serious, okay? So I went ahead and mark the flower design. Let me see if this light works. Okay. So this one is going to be a little bit busy design than the one we did earlier, okay? So this one we have to be careful because it's so little. So I have to be extra careful. This carving knife here is not even sharp, so I'm not worried about cutting myself because it's not sharp at all. So I just went underneath the first petal here, got a little incision here. Okay. On both sides. And it should come off easily like that. See, it just pop out like that. And it'll create a 3D effect. See? See that? The small incisions will change the world, okay? That's why people will go and get the face done, especially the nose. Just a little bit of pointy nose will change the whole look. Yeah. No. I'm not one. I couldn't afford it. Those would be too expensive and painful. No, I'm happy where I'm at. But for those who are not happy, do whatever make you happy, okay? I'm 100% with you on that. Because this is what I learned about. I'm not trying to be critical, okay? I'm just trying to make sense and make it make sense. Okay, so somebody said it, not me, okay? I can't remember where I heard it, but I know I heard it not long ago. They were saying that the feng shui guy, the Chinese feng shui, he always have something to say about everything, right? So he analyzed everything from the nose shape, the eye shape, the face, the mouth, the lip, the nose, the ear, the hair, the hairlines, and the whole chickaboo. He'll tell all. So interesting fact is that he was saying that, okay, when we change our nose shape, if mechanically, we change our luck also. And it changed the identity. It changed the whole. He said change luck. Okay, so I don't know what that means. He said that because it's like forest, water, earth. I think a face like divide into like 4 elements: the earth, the water, the forest. I can't remember exactly, but anyway. So he said that when we change any part of our face, even to beautify it, we already like jeopardize the luck. Why? Because so I didn't try to believe all that, okay? Because I'm Christian, so I'm going with the Christian teachings and Christian principle. Okay, so because God created us from His image, so that's what I learned. Okay, so hold on, let's look at the design first. You see that how gorgeous that is already? It's not perfect, okay? It's just an idea. So if you're one of those perfect people, go ahead and make it perfect. So that's fine. It turned out this way. This is like a more busier design. Okay, go back to the feng shui guy. Only Chinese, have feng shui for everything. For the house, for the door, for the cat, for the dog, for everything. So he'll be telling you everything. So if you believe him, then you believe him. You don't believe him, then just scroll. So, but then this is what they said. If you don't believe it, just don't insult it, okay? Because somebody will believe it. So this is what I analyze out of when people change the shape of their face, okay? Or the nose, the eyes, the lip, whatever, the chin, the cheek, the whole face, the ear thing. So why is unlucky or bad luck? Because if you get lucky, you got your nose shape right. So one surgery, you're lucky, okay? So that's considered beautiful. But then you say, oh no, it don't shape right, it's crooked, it's oh no, so you have to go back the second time. So you have to spend more money on it. And then after the second time, you're like, oh, I don't know. Wait, hold on. What's there? Oh, shoot. How come this popping up. So you have to go back the third time. Sometimes people say that they spend like $100,000 just trying to make the face look right when it was already right from the beginning. Okay, not offense anybody. If you got the money to spend, go right ahead, my love. You do what make you happy. That is the principle. Okay, so, but the Feng Shui guy might be right though. He said that if you're trying to alternate your face, your look, your lip, your teeth, your ear, your nose, your eye, your eyeball, your eyelid, your eye, then if you do it once, you do it twice, you do it the third time, you do it the fourth time, you do it until your face fall apart. So that's why it's unlucky to not even like. So the Feng Shui guy might be right, you know, after all, because I know when, even a friend of mine who I know here, she went and just got the facial done, no alteration, just want to get the fly speck out. So the guy charged her $11,000 just to remove a little speck, a little fly speck, a little bit of imperfection, dregs, you know. And did she look better? No. Now she have to cover herself. She can't eat certain food. She have to really like taking all kind of pill to balance it. I'm like, ah. Now I start to believe what the Feng Shui guy said. Do not change a thing. If you do, it's unlucky because more money go out to the surgeon. That's all you're trying to say. Now I don't believe it entirely before, and then I sat down and said, guess maybe he's right. You know, now that people go under knife talking like pull all these to the back and sew it, you know. Now you have to cover this part of the face because you had all the stitches, you know. Now I don't know, I think it's gorgeous, but I have cut here, I have cut here, so imperfect on my face. I'm not hiding. There's no way I can hide it on the face. I cannot wear hat. I cannot wear mask. I can wear mask, but then it'd be ridiculous. So yeah, I fall. I cut myself. I have bruises. I got cut when I was a kid. So it didn't change my luck because I didn't spend money on the the plastic surgeon to like remove or do the fillings and all that, you know. I mean, if you guys can afford it, go right ahead. That's what make you happy. You know what, my love for you. So not only I can't afford it, I'm afraid of sharp knife, just like I'm doing right now. I cut myself so many times that it's not matter of life and death. I never go under knife. So Lord be the witness to that. So that's why I started to listen to this Feng Shui guy. You know, maybe he's right in that if you alternate your look, your face, your nose, especially. Some people told me that, you know, sometimes it take them like 4 or 5 trips to the gone under the knife to get the nose shape right. You know, like ooh, well, that's too big. The bridge is too small. The bridge is too short. Well, the bridge is too hooky. The bridge is too wide. The bridge is too little. The nasal was too round, too square, too. So that's why I said learn to be happy with yourself. So what I learned about Cambodia. Cambodian women, they love perfection of the skin. They love white skin. They love that like China doll. They love that like porcelain skin, you know. When I went to Cambodia, it was like 130 degree Fahrenheit, no, Celsius. It's like hot, okay, like sweat for me. I sweat like dog and cat. And then I see my cousin wear turtleneck, you know, long sleeve, wearing socks. I said, why? I said, why can't we down? I get black. Okay, so I'm the only one like I wear typical clothes. You know, I have enough tan, but to understand, the people behavior is that because being dark skinned, or brown skin, we're being criticized. We're being treated indifferently. So women in the region try to look her best because men said, oh yeah, white skinned women are so desirable, so loving, so beautiful, just like dark complexioned women are not desirable because nothing beautiful about black. But then you know what? That's not true. This is what I learned about the American behavior is that they want to look like Asian. Want to look like American. We should switch plays, you know, like the freaking Friday 13th or something like that, where a little girl possessed in the old woman body and then they switch the spirit, you know. They should switch the ethnic, where bring all the Asian women into into American body and switch place, you know, sorry. I'm not trying to exaggerate. I'm just speaking about my family because it's true. I'm sorry about that. But so I'm just saying that, you know, I mean, I'm just speaking the facts that we gotta learn how to be happy of who we are, because God really sent us to different part of the world because He find fit to it, you know. I mean, some exposures to the sun longer, some are not, some had less sunshine, some were born with the blessings, some were born with, you know, I mean, we are blessed with where we at. We just need to to appreciate and love ourselves enough that we don't have to be looking like someone else. That's all. So I learned that women would spend a lot of money trying to look like someone else, and you know, I mean, if you can afford it, go right ahead. But I'm just saying that sometimes we doing too much. Just be happy, okay? That's all we need to do. Sometimes we just be happy. Just don't try to change too much. And if you change one time, change one thing, and you see something wrong, you're not happy, and then you went out and do more, and by the time you're done, you be looking like a new person and beyond recognition. I'm not going to name anybody because it can hurt, you know. But then I'm just saying that, you know, what I learned about happiness is that you don't have to have everything. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be absolutely gorgeous. Just take care of yourself. Just take care of what you have. Just take care of the body that you have, and then be happy with it, okay? And that's all I'm saying. I mean, but if you're not, then making yourself pretty and alternate, and then go right ahead. But then just like the Feng Shui man was saying, that you know, if you start changing something in your body, then and your money is gonna leave you because you're gonna keep going back and do some more. I think I understand his concept now. Why? Okay, not because it's designed that way. I think because it's a common sense. Now I need to learn that all the Feng Shui stuff is common sense. It's just pure common sense. If we have common sense, then we don't need the Feng Shui man to tell us, hey, don't do that. It's gonna cost you money, you know. So what I learned is that to stay healthy is to eat good, sleep good, eat good, and this is what I tell my mom. Okay, let me pick on my family. My mom, she's one of the women that always like be telling me that I don't have money, you know. I said, don't say that. You're probably the only one that have most money in the family, so stop complaining. Because my mom, she doesn't gamble, she doesn't travel, she doesn't like to buy new stuff, so she saved all her money, you know, because she's Asian, she know. So she sometimes we go make loan from her because she's like bank of family, you know, like, yeah. So it's a family bank. So if I borrow too long, I forgot to pay back, and then she said, it's okay. I know you don't have money to pay me back, so no worry about it. She remind me that I need to pay her back. So it's cool. So sometimes I want to test her if she remember that I borrowed her, and then she will remind me, it's okay. You don't have to pay me back. So I know that that's what she meant, that I need to pay her back. Oh shoot. don't know what happened to this one. I think I talked too much and then that one's like off. Man, I did that all the time. Anyway, so, how about that? So, I already got strike from TikTok for saying something. I know, I'm just speaking the truth, okay? Sometimes truth hurt, but sometimes truth need to be heard too, you know, because sometimes no one to remind us that what we do to hurt ourselves, or we, you know, we don't know how to stop it. Sometimes you need to hear from another person to like, okay, just like, I never noticed what the Feng Shui man was saying about if you change your face, you change the luck. Now I understand why. Because I think the plastic surgeon did that on purpose, you know, because if he does it, everything perfect, then he won't make money. So he have to make it like a return client. I think that's what it is, you know, just like anything else. It's just like they need the return client so that they can continue to make money out of a person. So the Feng Shui guy is right again. Somebody was making comment on why people gone missing, you know, can't find people gone missing. He said, well, maybe you need to look at people record, you know, whether they gone missing because they have alternate their face so they don't look like the IDs anymore. Just saying. So just like I'm doing right now, okay, I turned this ordinary persimmon into like gorgeous looking, okay, for a very cheap price. It's gone under knife too. Look at that, okay. It's not perfect, but I can't undo it because it's already done. Okay, so just saying. Okay. I know if I were to change anything about myself, what I need to change? A lot. I need to maybe I want to be 2 more inches taller. But that can be easily fixed with high heel. You know what? I like to wear high heel. So I do 3 inches high heel. That elevate me to like 5'2", 5'5", so I'm good. But if I have like permanent 5'5" already, I have 3 inches on, then I'll be 5'8". I'll be like overlooking. Okay. So I don't want to add any more busy schedule to it, a busy design to it. I think I'm happy with that. Well, hold on. Maybe I need a little more character on it. You know that the meter control what you can say. So the chisel is too big for it. I had a small one. No. That's why I said I'm losing my. I lost some of my carving knife. It must be freaking real. I used to have a fine one that I can do like a fine. Anyway, so but don't go listen to the Feng Shui guy too much and can't sleep, because he be telling you all kind of all kind of thing that you never knew before. But it's educational though, you know. I mean, sometimes I listen to him too. Like, does it make sense? You know, gotta make sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to me, I'm like, okay, why does it make sense? It gotta make sense. Make it make sense. But Cambodian people are superstitious anyway, so they believe in everything. They believe in everything, and they are so superstitious. They think that spirit live in everything. That's what I used to be told. I used to be so freaking scared of everything. When I'm in Cambodia, there was no street light, so if I have to walk in the middle of the night, and then I'll be running because I feel like somebody is behind me, grabbing me. Because all the things that are being told that's not even real, you know. That's why sometimes, now that I got older, I learned to analyze the situation, whether it's real, you know, whether it makes sense or not. Anyway, I add a little more character to it, just to like give it like a little character. Okay, so, all right. I can't see, I'm getting blind all of a sudden. Why did I listen to the Feng Shui guy? Because every time I turn on TikTok, he's on there, and if I turn now, I think I found him at I think he's on. I don't see him on TikTok anymore. I saw him on Instagram. He moved. Soon he's gonna move to Facebook. Yeah, he have to reach his audience, I think. Okay, so here we go. We like the third one. Okay, so see how simple that is. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys, and then let my hand work. Hey, well, hold on. I still have down here. I can do that also. Oh, make it a busy design. See right here, I don't have a lot of cleanup to do. The wonderful thing about cooking is that it's so much cleanup to do. I need to have a cleanup crew. But one day, when I become millionaire, if I become millionaire, would I be cooking? Still question, right? Yeah, I'd probably be cooking. Probably more time to cook. I don't have to work. I don't have to go to work. I don't have to do nothing else but cooking. You know, maybe do a little heart on the bottom here. Just remember the Feng Shui guy said. Don't change anything that's gonna broke you. Tomorrow's Sunday. I wonder if I want to do anything on Sunday. Sometimes I just want to have a day off without doing anything, you know. Because Sunday is day of rest. You should be resting. Do you know that keep Sabbath day holy was supposed to be like a commandment? You know, like in our old text where God really like command the Israelite to like take a day off. Don't work on my Sabbath day. Keep it holy. Don't cook. Don't clean. Don't shop. Don't do anything else. Don't go to event. And just stay home and relax and be ready for Monday, the beginning of the week. So you realize that beginning of the week is not Monday, right? Beginning of the week is Sunday. Google that. if you don't believe me. Some said, well, beginning of the week is Monday. Yes, it is because we start working, but then literally, the beginning of the week is Sunday. I read that from somewhere. Got a tiny heart back here on the bottom here. So if you're Christian, you know what that's about when the Lord have to command us to take a day off from work, because he said that because it took him only 6 days to create the earth, the heaven, the universe, the galaxy, the so so if God have to command his children to like take a day off from work, hold on, okay, I think I know we have emergency call before. Let's do this, okay? Okay, so I have 3 done today. Something very basic, so you guys can try it at home. Okay, so this is like, you can go ahead and like be imaginable. Okay, no seriousness. Something very simple, something you can enjoy, something that you can decorate in your on your on your fruit trays. Okay. So I wanted to do a few more on you, but I think I need to take the call. So I have 3 done so far. So what I do is that I'll carve a few more, and then I'll give you guys a little what do you call it, short videos, and just okay. So as you see, that it's nothing serious, something that you can do for fun. Okay, so you can always like brush it with, spray it with water to keep it fresh. It like that little moisture, and then keep in the fridge, plastic seal. Okay, so thus far I have 3 done, and I think it's a lot of fun to do this. And like I'll do a few more, okay, and then I'll do a nice photo for you guys, and so you can see it on my page. Okay, all right, so let me take this phone call. I got second call, so see how it goes with the kids. Okay, hold on. Have a good day. Have a good evening where you're at, and I'll be back here tomorrow cooking, hopefully. If it's not, we can crochet. I wanted to do the granny square beanie. Maybe we'll do that together. Okay, a lot of love. Appreciate you coming on, supporting my channel. If you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do click like. Oh, I got a lot of like today. Thank you. Let me give some heart to my TikTok fan and follower and my family. Thank you so much for coming on. Okay. Davi, got a? Có đây miền cá à? Let me call you back. You okay? Okay, all right. Let me attend the family need. Okay. Love all you guys. Have a good evening where you at, and good night. Okay. And I'll be back on here. If it's not cooking, I'll do something fun, and perhaps we'll crochet. We'll do the granny square beanies. That would be fun. Something that you can crochet at home or learn learn the patterns, so that way you can create some beautiful headdress for this winter, especially for those who live in like cold elements where you need something to cover your head or something to give to your family for Christmas, you know. It would be beautiful. All right, I appreciate the time you spent with me today. I enjoy being here with you. I appreciate for helping me click the like, the subscribe, and follow me on my TikTok and my YouTube. Love all you. Thank you.